Hi, I'm Liz with Liz Toth Properties, powered by EXP Realty. I'm a residential real estate agent in Raleigh, North Carolina. Today's buyer tip is all about understanding home warranties. What are they? Why would you get one? What are the pros and cons? What do they cover? Things like that. Home warranty is basically a policy that can cover you if something in your home breaks, like a hot water heater, for example, or your appliances. It's usually a 1 year policy, and there's usually a service fee. So if something does break in your home, you call the home warranty company. There's a service fee to have that service technician come out. It's usually $75 or $85. And then the repair, as long as it's a part of or covered in the home warranty, then it would be covered by that home warranty company. So you would only pay whatever that service fee is, potentially, if it's $75 or $85, or sometimes it's $100. So it just depends on the company as to what that fee is. And that's something to keep in mind if you're researching home warranty companies. What is that one-time fee if you're calling somebody? So how do you get a home warranty? Well, one, obviously you can buy one at any time. Now, why are they important in real estate? Well, sometimes in a real estate transaction, when you're writing an offer, you can actually ask the seller to provide a 1 year home warranty at close and not to exceed a certain dollar amount. Home warranties run anywhere from $300 to maybe $600. They can be even more than that if you have a septic system, or maybe there's a pool on the lot, things like that. That can drive up the cost of the home warranty. So you can ask for it as a part of the purchase, or sometimes sellers will just automatically have a home warranty in place and be willing to transfer it to a buyer at close, or it is transferable to a buyer at closing. So that's how you get it. And obviously, outside of that, you can just purchase one at any time from any of the home warranty companies that are out there. It's usually a 1 year coverage. It will cover certain components, things like basic home systems, plumbing and electrical, your HVAC system, water heater, appliances, washer, dryer, refrigerator, stove, things like that. Now, it's not always going to cover things 100%, but you may get coverage, almost completely covered, for example. So you just have to look at each individual policy, decide what the best one is for you if you're considering purchasing one, and it's not one that's being transferred from a seller. So the reason people get these is after you purchase. A lot of people get them right after they purchase a home or at time of purchase, because you think about it, you just closed on your home, you put a lot of money down, you paid a lot in closing costs. Like, your savings account takes a hit when you're purchasing a home. So the last thing you want to have happen is you move into your home and your hot water heater breaks or the refrigerator breaks. That actually happened to me after I moved into my home. I started having problems with my refrigerator like right away. So if you have a home warranty, and you have something like this happen, you can call that home warranty company. You pay the service charge. You might have to wait for their preferred technicians to come out. That's the number one thing that I hear from folks that have home warranty companies, that they work with them, is that they have to wait kind of a long time. But we'll talk about that in a little bit, about a company that allows you to use your own service provider. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But that's one of the cons, is that you can call your home warranty company. You might have to wait for a period of time for that service technician to come out and actually evaluate the problem. And they might not be able to evaluate it right at that time. They may have to come back again. So that would be, would say one of the cons. But at the same time, if it's something that's major and it's covered by the home warranty company, something like a hot water heater, for example, and it's going to be covered by the home warranty company, or most of it's going to be covered by the home warranty company, I mean, that's a huge savings. Hot water heaters can run anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. So that's a significant cost. And if you think about, you just closed on a home, you just paid a lot of money out for down payment, closing costs, so on and so forth. To have that extra unexpected expense can kind of be a surprise to some people. So this is one way to avoid that. It's kind of like its own little insurance policy, if you will. So we talked about some things that might be covered. Some of the pros is it provides peace of mind, obviously, that you're not going to have any sneaky surprises the first few months after you close on a home, or really any time in the year of during that year of that home warranty. The other thing is financial stability. 3, there's a network of service professionals, service providers that are professional, that are associated with each home warranty company. And that's great if you don't know people in the area and you don't have that connection to different service professionals. So that home warranty company will be connected to service professionals, and they will be able to bring someone out who can address the situation or the problem that you're having. And then finally, convenience. So sometimes it's just, not having to do all the research of finding somebody and scheduling somebody and all that stuff. It's just nice to have that one-stop shopping. I can call that one phone number and they can take care of almost any problem that I have in my house. Now, the cons are the cost in the long run. If you keep up that home warranty for many years, a lot of times that cost can outweigh the benefit. The ability to pick your service technician. So this is one of the things, and I'll talk about this in a minute. There is a company that allows you to pick your own service technician, but most home warranty companies, they work with certain providers, and those providers are the only ones that you're allowed to use. So you couldn't call your home warranty company and then call your plumber and think that that plumber would have to be connected to the home warranty company to be able for that service to be covered. So that's another thing. Potential claim denial. So if something is not maintained properly, it may be denied by the home warranty company. So if you're having HVAC problems, for example, and the person gets there and finds that your air filters have never been changed in 3 years, and that's what's causing the problem, your claim will probably be denied. So that's something else. And then exclusions, obviously not everything is covered. So every home warranty company is different. You really have to read all the fine print. So that takes me to my next point, which is, how do you choose a home warranty? How do you decide what is best for you? So one, you really want to define what you want covered. Go through your house and figure out, how old, if you have a brand new hot water heater and most of your appliances are new, you probably don't need as much coverage as if they were all, 10 years old. Determine your coverage needs, compare the different providers. I think this is important as well. And get quotes. So get copies of their plan, learn what they cover, see what this one covers versus that one, and really understand what is covered, because you don't want to have that surprise where it's like you thought this was covered, but ultimately only certain components of that repair are covered by the home warranty company. And then, next is, talking to the representatives from the different companies. So if you narrow it down, call the service representative, ask them some questions, interview them essentially, make sure you have a really good understanding before you make a decision. Now, home warranties are not for everybody. There are alternatives to home warranties. And, one of those is just build an emergency fund so that you have the funds available if something were to happen. Two, extended manufacturer warranty. So a lot of times if you buy an appliance, I bought a new refrigerator and the company that I bought it from automatically offers an extended warranty. So I have the manufacturer's warranty, I have the company that I bought it from, their warranty as well. And I already had a problem 2 years in, and called, and that company's warranty covered the problem. So the only inconvenience I had was to be here and wait for the technician to come out and repair it. And then, looking at only high risk items. So if you're going to get a home warranty, one of the ways to keep the cost down is only have certain items, get the most minimum coverage on only the items that you're really going to need coverage on. So hopefully that information is helpful for you. I do want to share my screen and show you, we do have a home warranty company, America's Preferred Home Warranty Company. This is the only home warranty company that EXP endorses. And they are great. They're a great company. They're easy to work with. And one of the nice things and one of the true benefits of working with this company is that you can pick your own service professional or service provider. So you can pick that contractor. You don't have to wait for an approved person that works specifically with America's Preferred Home Warranty. So security, they're going to pay towards your covered repair costs, and the warranty is renewable, so you can make it a part of your yearly budget. There's easy claims. You can get, you can actually talk to a person 24/7, which is nice. And then they have different levels of coverage. And then obviously control, you get to choose your own contractor. So that is a huge benefit as well. And you can see the results too. 88% of the homeowners felt like it was important to them to be able to choose their own licensed contractor. And so this is what their contact information and their 800 number if you're interested in calling and learning more about America's Preferred. But you would ultimately get an invoice, and you can pick the different kind of coverages you want. So if you had a single family home or a condo or townhouse, You can pick, and you can pick the type of plan you want, a 1-year plan or 2-year. This is where you can see that deductible or that service charge is that $75 service charge. And as you go down here, you can upgrade to different, if you have if you have a kitchen or a refrigerator in your garage as well, you can add that to it as well. If you have a gas fireplace, I mentioned earlier, a pool or spa, you can get additional coverage. The cost goes up, but if that's beneficial to you and that's something that you like to have, that peace of mind or that little insurance policy, you can do that with this particular policy. Even home entertainment is covered. And then this gives you their different coverage plans. So if you're interested in learning more about America's preferred home warranty, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to send this information to you. But yeah, that is hopefully helpful information to you, and you have a better understanding of home warranties. I'll be honest with you, I don't have a home warranty. I didn't get one when I purchased my home, and I did have a lot of problems with appliances, mainly in the first year that I purchased my home. I think I ended up having to replace my refrigerator and then my dishwasher as well. But when I was purchasing my home, I didn't even think about getting a home warranty. And I didn't like the idea of not being able to pick my own service professional. So if I had to do it all over again, I would probably go with America's Preferred Home Warranty, because you can pick your own service professional. So hopefully that information is helpful for you. If you have questions on home warranties or purchasing a home in the Raleigh area, don't hesitate to reach out. If you're considering relocating to the area, feel free to reach out or check out my YouTube channel, Welcome to Raleigh. There's a lot of videos. There's more buyer tips just like this one on different topics. There's more information on the real estate market. There's city tours, community tours. There's a lot of great resources there to help you if you're considering a relocation to the Raleigh area. I look forward to talking to you again soon, and I hope you have a great day.